Can the ICC actually arrest Benjamin Netanyahu? On May 20, 2024, the International Criminal Court, or ICC Prosecutor Karim Khan, issued arrest warrants for Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu and Hamas leader Yahya Sinwar, along with Israel's defense minister and two other top Hamas officials. These warrants were for alleged war crimes and crimes against humanity from the conflict in Gaza, especially the events of October 7th. The key question here is whether the ICC can actually arrest Benjamin Netanyahu, given the political and legal complexities. The ICC operates under the Rome Statute. Israel is not a member of the Roman Statute and never ratified the treaty. This makes it hard for the ICC to exercise jurisdiction over Israeli nationals. According to Article 12 of the Rome Statute, the ICC can only exercise jurisdiction if the accused is a national of a state party, the crime occurred on the territory of a state party, or if a situation is referred by the United Nations Security Council. Since Israel is not a member and consistently rejects the ICC's jurisdiction, enforcing an arrest warrant against Netanyahu in Israel is legally and practically impossible without Israel's cooperation. The ICC relies on member states to enforce its warrant arrests. Article 59 of the Rome Statute says the countries must cooperate with the ICC in arresting individuals charged by the court. However, this cooperation depends on the state's willingness and ability to act. Since Israel is not bound by the Rome Statute, it has no legal obligation to arrest Netanyahu or any other indicted Israeli officials. Additionally, the ICC lacks its own enforcement arm, relying instead on member and sometimes non-member states' voluntary cooperation to execute arrest warrants. Historical cases like the ICC's indictment of Russian President Vladimir Putin highlight the challenges in enforcing arrest warrants against high-profile political leaders, especially when they come from powerful nations or have significant political protection. Netanyahu's position as sitting prime minister complicates the situation further. Arresting a head of state can lead to serious diplomatic repercussions and might be seen as an act of regression, potentially causing international diplomatic crisis. Countries with strong diplomatic and economic ties to Israel may be reluctant to act on the ICC's warrants, fearing backlash or disruption of bilateral relations. Considering the ICC's dependence on state cooperation for enforcement and Israel's non-membership in the Rome Statute, it is highly unlikely that Benjamin Netanyahu or the indicted Hamas leaders will be arrested. The ICC's limitations in enforcing arrest warrants, especially against individuals from non-member states, show that the ICC is basically a toothless court. Thus, while the issuance of warrants may be good for the news, may make the news, but the practical execution is very highly unlikely.